Every once in a while, an athlete comes along that makes people sit up and take notice. A generational talent who wins tournaments and championships, breaks records and milestones, and becomes the person to beat. In the sprinting world, one such person started making waves when she was still a 17-year-old in high school. So it should come as no surprise that this is why female sprinters are really scared of Tina Clayton. So who is this person taking the 100-meter sprint world by storm? And does she deserve all the hype? Her name is Tina Clayton. Tina is a Jamaican sprinter born on August 18, 2004, and she's been an impressive athlete since a very young age. It probably helps that she has some close-to-home competition that matches her in almost every way. Her twin sister, Tia Clayton. Yes, the sisters were born 5 minutes apart and have raced against each other, and on the same team for many years now. While Tina has a slight edge in recent years, Tia is also a world-class athlete. And not only are the two sisters, they also have several things in common: running really fast, and a great admiration for multiple world and two-time Olympic gold medalist Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce, who they see as a role model. Tina explained in an interview that Fraser-Pryce set a trend that was easy for the two young girls to follow. She teaches that winning at all costs is not the best way to go about things. Instead, athletes need to lose and get back on their feet and redeem themselves. With this inspiration, as well as some natural athletic ability of course, Tina and Tia started making an impact when they were only 8 years old. The twins were competing at the National Primary Schools Athletic Championships in the under-9 category, and they were doing well. Well enough that they were spotted by coach Michael Dyke, who is known for coaching 8-time Jamaican high school champion Edwin Allen. Coach Dyke said after seeing the girls, he spoke to their mother immediately and suggested the idea of the twins joining his training program at Edwin Allen High School, once they were a bit older of course. Given their natural ability, plus the proven track record of Coach Dyke, the decision appeared to be a no-brainer. A few years later, Tina and Tia made the 145-kilometer journey from Westmoreland to Frankfield Clarendon to begin their apprenticeship under Coach Dyke, and so began their journey. Tia and Tia are not only sisters, but they are also each other's big supporters, which some might think would be strange, considering they're also each other's fiercest competition most of the time. However, contrary to popular belief, the incredibly competitive twins relish their sibling rivalry because it brings out the best in them. It does make things a little bit tricky, since one will inevitably lose to the other. But it also pushed each sister to improve herself, and they both agree neither will let the other beat them. In fact, it's this rivalry as well as the training by Coach Dyke that Tina Clayton attributes her success to. Tina said in an interview that confidence is key to winning any event. She knows she's healthy and injury-free, and her hard work will pay off. And so far, it has been. Both twins are excellent sprinters, but so far, Tina holds the edge. While she initially ran the 200-meter sprint, Tina dropped her distance down to compete in the 100-meter sprint and hasn't looked back since. Tia had set a 100-meter record, but it lasted just over a month, as Tina ran 11.27 to defeat Tia in their highly anticipated first encounter at the annual Jamaican High School Boys and Girls Athletics Championships. Tina said at the time that was a special moment for her, and her most memorable win up to that point. Of course, that was just the beginning. Tina has since had many memorable moments, each of which give other female sprinters reason to keep an eye on her. Memorable moments such as, at the ISSA Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championships in May 2021, Tina had one of her toughest races. And it wasn't because Tia was racing against her. In fact, it was the exact opposite. Tina said in an interview that she expected her and her sister to place first and second. But unfortunately, Tia false started, leading to her disqualification. Despite the disappointment, Tina regained her composure and then produced a scorching run to win in a season's best of 11.38. Tina said she was disappointed at what happened and knew she had to win it for her sister. The next memorable moment came later that year, at opening day at the North American, Central American, and Caribbean Athletic Association U18 Championships. Tina ran a personal best to win the 100-meter race, demolishing her previous best of 11.25 seconds with a scorching fast 11.17. And yes, that is only 8/100ths of a second, but in sprinting, that's a lot. Not only did this time handily secure Tina the gold medal for the U18 division, it was actually the fastest time even compared to the U20 and U23 women's winners. And Tina not only took home that gold, but also the top prize for the 4x100 meter relay, which her twin Tia ran anchor for. These races, which were warm-ups for Tina prior to the U20 championships, moved her to third place on the World U20 list, just behind her compatriots, Brianna Williams and Akira Nugent. And speaking of the U20 championships, Tina didn't let her success slow down her training. She and Tia participated in an intense 3-week training camp at the Jamaica College Ashenheim Stadium in Kingston. And coach Michael Dyke said that he was very satisfied with how they were doing. He said the twins were in great shape, and he was very confident that they would do well in the champs. And it turns out he was right. Just 2 days after turning 17, Tina tore up the Nairobi track, running a sensational personal best time, 11.09 seconds, to win the 100-meter final at the World Athletics Under-20 Championships. This was a significant win, as Tina retained the title won by fellow countrywoman Brianna Williams in 2018. And speaking of Brianna Williams, in 2022, Tina unexpectedly broke one of Williams' records. The event? The World U20 Championships in Cali, Colombia. Tina, who was the reigning U20 100-meter champion, set a personal and championship record with a blistering 10.96, erasing Williams' record of 10.97 by 1/100th of a second. How did she do it? Tina said it's about mindset. She said that she focuses on going for gold every single race. Even so, Tina admits she didn't expect to run a sub-11 second race, but attributes the success to her hard work and discipline. Another gold medal at the 4x100 relay capped off a successful U20 championships, and a pretty good 2022 too. Earlier in 2022, in April, Tina won the U20 girls 100-meter title at the Carifta Games, beating her sister Tia by just 0.08 seconds. The Speedy twins also won gold in the 4x100 meter relay. While they made a good team, Tina also says she likes competing against Tia. Tina says it really brings out the best in her, and now the twins are taking their next steps. They both went pro in July 2022. Both Tina and Tia are currently under the guidance of world-renowned coach Stephen Francis of the MVP Track and Field Club in Kingston. The talented twins have also signed contracts with Nike. As for sprinting, Tina was a third-place finisher in her debut overseas meet as a professional athlete at the Tyson Invitational in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Running the 60-meter instead of 100, and while third isn't the place she'd hoped for, Tina knows with her determination, training, and sister pushing her, she'll be taking the gold in no time. And that's why female sprinters are really scared of Tina Clayton.